The real rationale behind the religion and moral preaching against adultery, fornication, and extramarital affair is to guide your chastity for your proposed or your will-be spouses. The aim of it is to preserve you for your future spouse. That is the whole idea behind religion and moral preaching against adultery and fornication. Therefore, when eventually you are finally married, you are for your spouse. Your wife owns you totally. Your husband owns you totally. Therefore, sex between husband and wife have no restriction. You have no reason for deprivation or starvation. You cannot starve your wife or your husband of sex because it is legal and free between the two of you. And look at it. That's some of the reasons why people have problem with sex in marriage is because of the sacred barriers that are built around sex. People find it very difficult to talk about sex even between them and their wife or between them and their husband. Well, maybe it is because of the societal belief, norms, and value attached to sex. A lot of people look at talking about sex as being immoral and things like that. But if you feel you cannot talk about it freely, there's nothing bad in that. But sir, let me remind you something. Sometimes your wife feel free to tell you, Daddy, if you are coming back home, buy suya for me. Daddy, if you are coming, buy popcorn and ice cream for me. But she find it very difficult to tell you that she's horny and she wants you to sleep with her. Why? Sometimes you can come home and tell you, honey, please cook my favorite for me. You feel free to say so, but you find it difficult to ask her for sex when you are in need. Those are part of that. This language communication barrier is part of the reason why a lot of people in marriage have sexual starvation or deprivation. Let me tell you, you can encode it within yourself. Design a particular language that you use to tell your husband when you are in need. Design a language that you use to tell your wife when you are in need. It can be a sign, it can be verbal, and it can sometimes take any form. But make it regular, so anytime you behave like that, your spouse will know that you are in need. I know a man, anytime the wife start asking him at night, Daddy, will you still go out again? It means she's in need, and things like that. So please, make yourself available for your wife. Make yourself available for your husband. Men, you are some of the reasons why your wife misbehave in marriage. You don't have time for your wife. Some of you even say that you've become too close to your wife that you can't even remember the last time you sleep with her. But you go out to pay money to sleep with ladies that are not your wife. You waste your time, you waste your energy, you waste your money, and you commit sin. It is when you are going to see the ladies outside that you take enhancer, manpower as you call it, to give you enough energy to satisfy them. Those are ladies that have options elsewhere apart from you, but your wife is restricted to only you. She has no any other option apart from you. Instead of taking enhancer, if you must take it, why not take enhancer to please your wife? Well, we can't say all about it, but the summary of it all is that take good care of your wife's sexual need. Take good care of your husband's sexual need. If you are readily available for your husband anytime he wants you, maybe he may not have time to go out and look at other ladies. Though it's habitual with some people, but again, don't starve him so that I don't give him reason to do it. Cheers. Here we draw curtain on this edition of this program. My name is Alhaji Ilyas Onechojo. I am the pace setter. I do it for others to emulate from the station of Unity Radio and Television. Thank you.